Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, as you can see, I've got a little bit of a different backdrop for this one. Decided to do that because I'm going to be putting out a few different knives, and I want to be able to make sure you can see them all pretty well. But I've had a lot of requests for collection videos, collection updates, that type of thing. So that's what we're going to do today. And I'm going to start out with GEC. And the whole reason I'm starting out with GEC as well, I do not have a lot of them in the collection, but I have 6 GECs that I'm really, really happy to have in the collection for sure. So I tell you what, let's just do away with all the pleasantries and let's just dig into it because, well, that's what you guys are here for, right? Hope you guys enjoy this because I'm going to have fun showing them to you. I know that. So I think I'm going to start with the most recent and work my way back. Now we actually have 2 of these. I have 2 of the GEC number 49s. I guess this would probably be a better way to do it so they're not upside down. But I do have 2 of the 49s. Recently, the Northfield, the Unexcelled there, that is the most recent of the 2. That one both of these were picked up from my good friend Austin at traditionalpocketknives.com. But we'll take a look at this one first since it's the newest. And I just recently did the review on it, so you guys have seen this. But it's just a really, really nice single-bladed sheep's foot knife. Beautiful red garnet jigged bone. And I just absolutely love this knife. Now, you guys will notice that all of these are single-bladed knives because, well, that's just kind of what I prefer. I prefer the single-bladed slip joints. And, very, very happy to have these. And then, of course, a couple weeks before, maybe about a month, of course, now this is the acrylic flag GEC number 49. This is in the Titiute trim. So you've kind of basically, what I'm going to show you is I basically have 3 different trim patterns here. You have the Titiute, which is kind of, in between. You have the Unexcelled, which is obviously a little bit more, the Northfield trim, excuse me, which is a little bit more fancier, got a little bit more done to it. As you can see, you've got the shield, the long pole vise, the nail neck. You've got some rings on the bolster, so it's a little bit more fancier, if you will. And then I've got one here from the Farm and Field, which that is your basic user Farm and Field. I mean, that should explain it. Your good, everyday, plain Jane, but fantastic knife nonetheless. The We the People, you got the flag. Of course, this is the Freedom knife. Don't tread on me, number 49. And I've been putting this in the description of my GEC videos, but how you can actually tell what all the numbers mean. 49, it's the number 49, that's the pattern. The 3 blade, which means it's a sheep's foot. It's a single bladed with that one. And then 21 was the year it came out. So when I'm showing you these knives, just think of that. You got 2-digit pattern, 1-digit blade descriptor, 1-digit, how many blades, and then 2 digits, the year it was produced. So very cool. Those 2 are the 49s. Those are the most recent in the collection. Now, I'd say maybe a month or so before that, I was offered just an absolutely fantastic deal on this one. And the one thing about these GEC guys is when they go on sale, they're gone about as soon as they hit. And you'll have to go secondary market to find them. And in some cases, you'll pay double retail trying to get a hold of them. They're highly, highly collectible. And that's another reason why I don't have very many. But, when a deal comes along on a beautiful knife like this, you really just can't pass it up. This is the GEC number 86 in rust orange, natural bone. This has kind of been coined the double acorn, but beautiful single-bladed Barlow pattern. Gorgeous, gorgeous rust orange bone. Now this is in the, where's that? There you go. GEC Practical Knives. Now this one, this is one of the ones that it is in 440. stainless steel, where the rest of them are going to be 1095, which is a little bit different. This is a 440C knife. Now, the other five that I'm going to show you, excuse me, they're all in 1095 carbon. But beautiful, beautiful single-bladed Barlow knife. I got this from Cascadia EDC. Gave me a fantastic deal on it, and there was just no way. He's like, I'll send it to you to check out. I'm like, okay. And he's like, by the way, if you want to buy it, it's for sale. I'm like, okay. And he's like, he gave me the price, and I'm like, yeah, I'm buying that. So, beautiful, beautiful single-bladed Barlow. Like I said, these are all going to be single-bladed knives, but terrific, nice clip point blade. And there you go. Back to your, whoops, there it is. Your descriptor. The number 1 would stand for clip point, where the number 3 on those stood for sheep's foot. But just another gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Now this little guy, I just really liked the colors on this one, but this is the number 6. Oh, come on, focus on it. It's so small the camera doesn't find it. This is the number 6. It's the Templar in a Crusader acrylic. That's what they call that color. I mean, you guys can tell why I like this one so much. I mean, just the colors on it are amazing. Satin finish. Again, it's a clip point. But look at the bolsters on this one. They're not full bolsters. They're just kind of, and to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not 100% sure on how these are referred to. So, hey, some of you GEC guys, I know there's plenty of you out there. Help me out. Not really a bolster, but it's more, well, are they referred to hinged bolsters? I thought that's what I heard them called, was hinged bolsters. So let me know. Let me know. I might be off. But just another very cool. Now, this is a little guy. This is all of these I have full reviews on. This, again, is in the Northfield trim. As you can tell there, right there, the Northfield Unexcelled. There again, you've got your Northfield, your Tang stamp, and then, of course, back here you have your 0611 2019 is when this one was produced. But just a fantastic, colorful little knife. Doesn't get a whole lot of pocket time, unfortunately, but super, super glad I have this one in my collection. I believe I picked this one up. It was maybe like collector's knives or one of those. I actually found it for sale and at retail. So very good, very good. Now, the next one I'm going to show you guys is one that's pretty darn special in my collection. I have to be perfectly honest with you, because it was a gift from a wonderful, wonderful friend. My good buddy, JR, used to run what was the Sharp Spot, but is now Edge Addicted on Facebook, the knife group. But this is the Northfield number 43. This is an Oregon Trapper in orange camel bone. Now, I never been really into orange knives, but man, when he sent me this, I was like, oh my goodness, this orange bone is beautiful. Nice, beautiful cloud shield there. Now, a couple of these pins are inset a little deep. I'm not sure if that has to do with the contour. I know somebody recently commented on one of my videos that GEC knives just inset their pins like that. I'm like, well, not really, because I've got a couple that are definitely not like that. So I don't know. But 3 rings again on the bolster, the shield. We do have a lanyard hole on this one. So definitely. And then, and believe it or not, this is the largest of the GECs, and it probably actually has the lightest pull of all of these that I have. So very interesting. Again, Northfield, Unexcelled. Again, number 43. It's a clip point, single blade, and it was produced in 2018. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Got a couple little schmutzes up there. I don't think that's anything serious. Let's see there. Nah, just a couple marks on the blade. Nothing too crazy. But another gorgeous, gorgeous knife. And like I said, this is a very, very special knife in the collection because it was a gift from a wonderful, wonderful person. And just super, super happy to have this one in my collection. Very, very nice. And last but not least, like I said, guys, I told you I was going to go a little bit easy on the first one because I don't have a lot of them. And that's okay. We'll make sure I scoot it down here. And I really feel like I have to sneeze, and I'm trying not to. This is terrible. Okay. Last but not least. Now, I was talking about Farm and Field. And this one is definitely from the Farm and Field line. This was my first GEC that I ever had. This is the number 71 Bullnose. There you go. Farm and Field, USA. You got this red linen micarta. Very, very nice. Sodbuster, you guys know Sodbusters are probably one of my favorite patterns. Sodbusters and Barlows. Single-bladed. Lanyard tube there. Very nice. This one was the first one. And I tell you what, I got this one because my good buddy John, Grateful Panic, loaned me his green micarta bullnose, and I was like, oh man, I gotta find one. And I actually went online, found one retail, and bought it. I don't know how, I don't know, maybe because it's Farm and Field, it's not super fancy, but this is a terrific knife. Now you do have, I like that though. Definitely have some billboarding there on the blade. I dig it a lot, Farm and Field. Now these guys, yes, you are absolutely right. These guys I take care of. They don't have much patina on them. They don't get a whole lot of use. This one's been carried this one's actually been carried quite a little bit, but not a lot of patina. I try to take care of them. Not that if they have patina, they're not taken care of, but I don't know. These are just kind of special ones in the collection, and I do. And I take care of all my knives. So, yeah. These are more on the collector's side, I guess you could say. But the Farm and Field, oh, God, that's just a beautiful knife. Really, really like this knife. And this one's probably got the strongest spring of them all. This pull is probably a 7. Maybe pushing on an 8. But very, very nice. And this board, and I think it's funny. I'm going to put this one down for a minute. I think that even the 06, yeah, the 06 has probably it probably is a heavier pull than this one, honestly. That's crazy. The biggest one, the Oregon Trapper, has probably the lightest pull out of all of them. But there you go, guys. I hope this is a good start for those of you that requested my kind of collection update videos. It was pretty funny. I had these 3, and then I hadn't gotten a GEC for a long time, and now I've gotten these 3 probably all within the last probably 2 months, 2 to 3 months. And between these two, I mean, that was quite a gap. I mean, well over a year and a half, probably, maybe even approaching 2 years between those two, and then boom, these 3. But I tell you what, when you're offered a deal like I was offered on this one, yeah, and you're a knife, and you're into slip joints, and you're into nice, very nice slip joints, which these are all collectible, guys. I mean, you're not going to find them in stores. You just don't. I was lucky, and I got these 2 out of a store like long after they were released. These 2 on traditional pocket knives, they were sold out within 5 minutes. Both of these. When this one was released, the Freedom, the American acrylic flag version was released, 2 weeks before this one? And yeah, these were out under 5 minutes, and these were out probably, I don't know, at 4. It was crazy. It was crazy how fast they sell out. But like I said, if you're looking for GEC knives, search around. You might find some, but for the most part, the highly collectible ones, you're definitely going to have to, I mean, you can find them on eBay. And in a lot of cases, like I said, you'll pay double retail. Maybe not quite, but depending on the knife, the condition, yeah, you just might. And in some cases, it might be more than that, depending on the knife and the availability and the limited, release or whatever the case may be. If it's an SFO or something like that, yeah, you never know. But there you go. For those of you that were asking about collection videos, I hope this is a good way to start. Really appreciate it. I'll be doing more. I'll work out more collection videos here. We got Finches and Benchmades and Rough Rider Reserve and you name it. The thing is I don't have a lot of any one brand. Probably, Rough Rider. I've got a lot of Rough Riders. The Rough Riders would probably take up this whole table. But other than that, Finch, I have a decent amount of Finches. I have at least one of all those. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really collecting one single brand. It's just if I like the knife, I get it and I keep it, So, all right, I've rambled on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.